EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for March 31st, 2023, the final day of the month of March. It is also Friday, end of the work week. The Friday video forecast is proudly sponsored by McCall Collective Brewing. McCall is a family-owned and operated business with 2 locations in the Lehigh Valley. Their original Southside Allentown location is at 102 East Susquehanna Street, and their second location, McCall Collective Tap House in Trexlertown, is located at 7743 Hamilton Boulevard. Both feature new spring menus to check out and are both open 7 days a week. And they have 21 beers in total on draft between the 2 locations, 8 available for takeout, including one that I'm going to recommend because if you're a big fan of sours like I am, and it's not like an overwhelming sour, okay? It's just it's a very flavorful, nice and easy, nice and smooth beer. It's called Hittin' Dingers. It is their baseball-themed line that they introduced, and they have several variations of it, but the latest is a blackberry and lime puree. It's a very good thing. I just took a 4-pack of it home, and it's excellent. They have it on draft at Susquehanna as well. They also have local wine and cocktails, and they have trivia nights every week at both locations. For more information about upcoming events, please visit their Facebook page, or to place online orders, visit their website, mccallcollectivebrewing.com. Proud sponsors of the Friday video forecast. So we got a busy next 36 hours or so, actually maybe a little longer than that. But as far as precipitation is concerned, today's not going to be that much. It looked like it was going to be a rainy afternoon. This might hold off until just a few showers until we get in the evening in some parts of our area, but not everywhere. It's just going to be kind of increasing clouds today. You might have a little bit of sun very early on in some spots, especially eastern areas, but then as the clouds are going to thicken, it's going to be a cloudy day, milder than it was yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty chilly day, but today is 54 to 64 is the spread of temperatures today. You do have the rain icon above the temperature there, but it's a little misleading because that's only for a portion of the day and for not all areas, okay? So we're going to have basically a warm front moving off to our north today. So it starts off getting parts of central PA. I'll show you that in a second here on the NAM. But this is really not a lot going on until you get late in the overnight. We have the showers moving in. Showers will go into Saturday morning, and then we'll have a cold front that's associated with this area, low pressure up to the north, that's going to move through later in the day on Saturday or Saturday evening. They're going to have feature a squall line with it, and it's going to announce its arrival because they're going to have really windy conditions with it. It's going to be pretty windy all Saturday, but when the cold front itself moves through, it's going to announce its presence with the wind gusts that are expected with it, and might even be some rumbles of thunder with that as it moves through. And there's going to be a rapid temperature drop. We're going to be very warm on Saturday. Temperatures either side of 70 degrees, basically everywhere across our region. And we're going to drop down to near freezing overnight, but that's going to be a pretty quick process when we drop off. So whenever you have a system coming in like that with that rapid of a temperature drop, something's got to give, and in this case it's wind. It usually is. So this is going to push through, and then we might have a residual shower on Saturday evening here, and then that moves away. Okay, that's all we have for this system. Not a lot of rain with this, but here's the temperatures that we're expecting. So these are the temperatures on Saturday afternoon. And actually, you're going to see the sun come out on Saturday afternoon before that squall line hits. I'll get to that in a second, too. Actually, let's get over to the NAM now. Here's the NAM high-res future simulated radar. And they're starting us off at noon today and just moving this forward, just so you can see some shower activity, mainly across the northern tier during the day. So, again, it's not all areas. The rest of you are just going to remain cloudy in between here. And then you have a few showers that might work through in the evening, very light showers, not a real big deal. Okay, so that is this evening. You have just a few light showers hanging around, and it's just kind of cloudy overnight until you get late in the overnight. And this is now 4 o'clock in the morning, and see some showers across much of Pennsylvania here at this point. By the way, the timestamp here is in the upper right-hand corner of the video. You can follow this along if I'm trying to go a little faster because there's a lot to cover. But we have a lot of showers coming in later in the overnight period, and that's going to continue into Saturday morning, as you can see here. See that? This is kind of like a prefrontal trough coming through here on Saturday morning. So this is 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Most of the Pennsylvania locations are done by around noon or so, or maybe early afternoon as far southeastern areas. It's in between here. Once this stuff moves off the coast here, this break in between here, you're going to see the sun come out in between in these areas right here. All this entire area is going to see the sun come out. So those are getting the temperatures to really soar, and you're going to get those temperatures up on either side of 70 degrees here on Saturday afternoon. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Here's that squall line in western Pennsylvania. Now, this isn't going to be like your traditional squall line you see in like later in spring and summer, where you have severe thunderstorm warnings going all up and down the line, and it's this really solid line. You'll see a distinct line here on radar, but it could be broken, okay? So this is not going to be a really powerful thing, but it does, the NAM does show it congealing a little bit once it gets to the eastern side of Pennsylvania, so there could be some pretty strong wind gusts as this line in particular moves through. It's not going to be that long of a line, duration-wise, maybe 30 to 45 minutes in duration as it moves through. Maybe a few residual showers behind it, but the bulk of it, as far as the wind is concerned, the really windy stuff that could get 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts are going to be with this, concentrated with this line, just like a thunderstorm line would. This is convective in nature, so it's still behaving in the same manner, and there could be some lightning with this, okay? And then it moves through, and off the coast, again, maybe a few residual showers behind it, but after that, that's it. So could there be some severe thunderstorm warnings issued with that line? Yes, possible. Okay, but there's the wind is going to be the biggest concern. The rainfall is not. This is the entirety of the event, okay, and this is total precipitation from any showers that you get on Friday all the way through that squall line and the end of the event, and you're only talking about around a quarter inch, maybe a couple areas get up north here getting 0.3, 0.4, but it's really not that much total rainfall. So for the rain aspect, it's not that impactful. It's the wind that is making this an issue, and this is going to start breezy today, 10 to 15, gusting 20 to 25 generally across the region. And then Saturday morning, you'll see the winds pick up, and you'll get some gusty winds here that are going to be in the 25 to 35, maybe some peak gust 40 during the day. This is all before that squall line, right? And then the squall line comes through later in the day, and this is the RGEM I'm using for synoptic gusts here. So a lot of you have asked about the RDPS using this, or actually the RGEM I'm using. This is used for synoptic gusts outside of mesoscale stuff, which is, thunderstorms, basically. So this is going to capture what your gusts are without, in the absence of thunderstorms. It does try to show a little bit here later in the day as that squall line moves through, but it's not really capturing it. If we get over to the NAM, we can see that a little bit better. Squall line here, again, not this high, but it's giving you the idea of what the squall line is doing as it's moving through. So that squall line does move through, moves east, and you get some gusts that are 40 to 50 as it does so. But it's a quick in and out deal, and that's out. Okay, so again, the squall line itself could do some 40 to 50 gusts temporarily, just with the line. Outside of that, we're looking at some 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts, peak wind gusts, of course, not common, but peak wind gusts during the day on Saturday. After that, after the line goes through, you're still going to have some breezy conditions overnight that are 15 to 25, gusting 30 to 35 in terms of peak gusts. That'll go right into Sunday morning, and then we'll start to see those winds diminish during the afternoon on Sunday, and it's going to be colder on Sunday. So it will be dry Sunday, but it's going to be colder. We're going to be mostly sunny, and temperatures are going to be either side of 50 degrees, okay? So it's going to be a lot cooler. Again, this up and down pattern here with the roller coaster temperatures are going to continue. And then when we get to Monday, it's right back into the middle 60s, it looks like, with partly cloudy skies here on Monday. And a pretty nice day otherwise. Now, there is a little system here on both the GFS and the European model here coming in on Monday night into Tuesday morning here with a few showers. So we did leave a shower chance here, low chance for it, but a shower, mainly for the northern areas in the forecast for Tuesday. But it's still going to be even warmer yet with temperatures approaching 70 as are either side of 70 degrees Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. So it's going to be quite mild again next week after we take that quite a little step back on Sunday. And it does look like we'll have some showers in the vicinity here. This frontal boundary is different in timing depending on what model you look at. It could be Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll narrow that down when we get a little bit closer to that and we figure out what day exactly it's going to affect. It's just a cold front moving through. That's going to give you a few showers. That's going to be either Wednesday or Thursday of next week. When I have that firm information, I'll give that to you. But right now, it's still up in the air with the GFS doing something a little bit different here than the European model's doing. So when we have that disagreement, we just have to put lower chance probabilities on both days and just kind of narrow it down when we get closer. That's all we can do. Okay, so we're going to get through this system this weekend. Again, not that impactful from a rain standpoint. It is from a wind standpoint. There will be some power outages with this. If not throughout the day here on Saturday, I expect you're going to have sporadic outages throughout the day just because of the wind being so consistently breezy throughout the entire day. And then when we get that squall line, that's going to put the icing on the cake, I think, late afternoon and evening as that moves through. By the way, the timing of that squall line, if you want to give a timing of this, it looks like a general 3 to 8 window is what we're looking at across the territory. 3 o'clock, of course, will be in central PA, 8 o'clock near the coast. So 3 to 8 p.m. is when the squall line moves through, but it's only going to be about 45 minutes or so at any given location for the worst impacts of that line as it moves through. Maybe a few residual showers behind it in a few areas, and that's it. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Martis. That is your outlook for March 31st, 2023. Have a great Friday.